To preface this video, I support everybody's choices. Okay, that's a lie. I don't support everyone's choices. What we will discuss is exactly as the title says. This young boy found out his mother and his father were into cuckoldry. Oh, well, this is going to be quite interesting. So let's begin. So my son, 15 years old, found out me, 43, and my husband, 45, are into cuckolding. And she had to parentheses this in case, you know, the many people reading this don't know. I sleep with other men as my husband watch. 6 months after finding out, he still refuses to speak to us. And his utter disgust when he looks at me, I assume he Googled what cuckolding is killing me. I mean, well, I guess it shouldn't, right? You know, the man who laid seed within fertile fields known as you, who contributed to his birth, now sits down and watches as you get pounded voraciously. I mean, well, I guess he just doesn't understand, right? Let's continue. He found out because I got careless and I'm not very tech savvy and stupidly asked him to fix something on my computer, and he found some pictures. And at first he did not say anything. He just got very quiet, still does his homework, never late for school or acted out in any way. But then after being given the silent treatment for almost a month, I sat him down and asked him what was wrong. I sleep with other men as my husband. And he exploded at me, calling me every name in the book. I mean, goodness gracious, I guess he shouldn't have done that after finding out how much of a whore you are, but you know, I guess he just doesn't understand. If dad is not good enough, then divorce him, he yelled at me. His father tried to talk to him, but he just kept telling him to divorce me, and he should have done so. That man has zero self-respect, and it's honestly amazing that your 15-year-old son has more self-respect and honor and dignity than this 45-year-old retard. He has never acted out like that before and is a good kid, and we obviously have stopped since he found out. You know, I really don't think it actually matters that you stop or not, because what the son recognizes is that sexual intercourse is to be between one man and one woman. Having multiple men around you while your father watches simply means that you relegate yourself to a whore's activity. You relegate yourself to a prostitute's service. That boy is losing his mind because he finds out that his mother is denigrated the institution of marriage that he understands. And his father is sitting back and allowing it to happen in real time as he is getting off on it, apparently. So it means that both of you are degenerate. Both of you aren't what he thought you guys were. And ultimately, he's ashamed. Now imagine if his friends found out about this. Oh, man, and imagine if this was on OnlyFans. Words are going to be the least of your worries. One of the men involved, he knows and has been like an uncle to him. I had to inform him that he found out and what was happening. My son now hates him as well, and it's caused so much harm. He's always quiet now, refuses to have dinner with us. My husband said either eat with us or go hungry, but then he just went to his room without dinner and refused to eat at all altogether. And my husband and I backtracked after he only ate at school for a week and let him eat alone eventually. Maybe he needs to talk to somebody. You know what? Yeah. He should talk to that guy that's like his uncle. Maybe he needs to talk to somebody, but he hardly has said more than maybe 4 sentences to us these last months. He is way more angry at me than his father. At least he responds to his father. Me, he is ignoring completely. We tried putting the hammer down and even stupidly followed the advice of another couple we know. There's no hope. Who said I should just tell him it's none of his business, and we did that. And that only pushed him further away from us and only made things even worse, and he completely shut down. He has zero respect for me and keeps telling his father that I am a bad person who enjoys humiliating him and that he should divorce me. I feel so horrible that my son hates me. Wow. You know what I see in all of this? You know what I find in all of this? I find zero accountability. I find zero, it is my fault. I find zero indication that anything is wrong. Now look at you. The young boy that is supposed to be taking care of you until your old age. You're 43 years old. You had him when you were 28. You're 43. He isn't going to forget about any of this. He isn't going to get over this. everything that you've hidden that's now come to light. He isn't going to enjoy telling anybody about his mother. He isn't going to bring his daughter to you, or the dad, maybe the dad, but he isn't going to bring the daughter to you. The children, no. Ah, well, I guess it just isn't his business, right? I guess you should just do what you want to do. Completely ignore the pleas and platitudes of a child that your degenerate lifestyle is something that is harmful, that shouldn't be allowed. But you know what? No. I bet if your son still loved you, you'd still be doing something like that. That means that you don't care whatsoever. You want to do something that bad without any consequences. Ah, well. Keep doing what you want to do. Hopefully your son's going to say that he loves you, Mom. I don't care that you do those things and Father watches. And you're not even humiliating Dad. He probably doesn't think like that. He probably doesn't cry himself to sleep at night. Fathers like this usually do that because there isn't anybody else around. So again, zero self-respect. If this all falls apart, he'll probably be alone. He won't go out and find somebody else because he believes that a woman opening up her legs to strangers while he watches is the best he'll ever get. At least he has a son. That's probably his thinking. But no, in due time he'll lose his son if he continues down this path. But hey, what can you really do? Again, I say that I support nobody's choices if it reaches this level, but, you know, do what you want to do, apparently. Hope you all have had a wonderful day listening to this absolute dumpster fire of existence, and keep your head up as we tunnel forward to this uncertain future. Have a good day, everyone.
I'm 16 when I saw the young king. You would never really know the world drowning me until you step into my shoes for a second. You might be. Tell them better sing when you sit in my seat. Lord, roll ultimate. I'm